Is this guy really FBI? How would the FBI know what cafe I visit? Or used to? He takes a seat, signals to the barista for a black coffee with oat milk. Very San Francisco.
It is, isn't it, Rue?
I look at the crossword. Yeah, good pull. He smiles.
Sorry to surprise you like this. I planned to catch you at home, but you were on your way out when I arrived. These conversations are always easier in person. Have you ever been to the Pacific Northwest?
No, I don't travel much.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the Full Moon Killer?
A pot falls behind the counter, hitting the tile with the clang that scrapes my ears. No, should I have? Ballo presses his lips together.
Not exactly, Ivy. Just trying to get a baseline here. The Full Moon Killer was primarily active in the Pacific Northwest from the late 80s to the early aughts. His target was young women, teenagers and 20-somethings. 8 victims have been ID'd as his over the years. His MO was to kill during the full moon.
Ballo leans back in his chair, the cheap plastic creaking dangerously.
Any of this ring a bell?
Should it? I take a sip from my cup, wondering more than ever why he's approached me. Why me?
The first girl murdered was 17-year-old Stacy Perez. He continues. High school cheerleader, honor roll student. She was killed under a full moon while running out for a jug of milk so her mother could make horchata. Her body was found in the Columbia River, poisoned, then strangled.
I shudder. That's horrible. The barista drops off a white ceramic mug filled to the brim. Agent Ballo selects a sugar packet from a ramekin at the side of the table.
The second victim was Jerry Hauser, a college student home from Washington State for the summer, also discovered in the Columbia after the full moon, poisoned and bludgeoned.
My stomach twists as I imagine the scene. How awful. I imitate him, grabbing a sugar packet, then adding sweetener to my latte for something to do. But what can I help you with?
More victims followed, but the Full Moon Killer took a break for several years. From 2006 on, no one else was killed in Washington or Oregon, according to this pattern, until last month. Katrina Oates, a daycare provider.
I tap the paper wrapper of the fake sugar with my finger, make the crystals bounce on the tabletop. But why was Stacy strangled and Jerry bludgeoned? He raises both eyebrows, as if impressed that I'm paying attention. I'm a copy editor, I add. I notice details for a living.
Stacy and Jerry were likely his first, but he was still getting the hang of things. Serial killers tend to experiment before settling into a consistent routine.
Okay, if the bodies were found after the full moon, and the timing isn't exact, why the nickname the Full Moon Killer? Ballo waves a hand.
Forensics confirmed that's when they died, and both women disappeared on the night of a full moon.
And when is the next full moon? He narrows his brown eyes on mine.
13 days.
Air conditioning kicks on from the vent above. I hug my elbows, wishing I'd brought a jacket for warmth. Look, Agent Ballo, I'm sure you're very busy. I'm still not grasping why you approached me.
You recently submitted your DNA for genetic analysis. You're adopted.
A chill kisses the back of my neck, independent of the AC.
You signed a privacy waiver that uploads your results to a national database. He continues. The Bureau searches that database for links to major crimes.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. I shake my head, genuinely confused by his train of thought. He's not suggesting... What is he suggesting? I stare at this man, this FBI agent. At his fist now tapping the table, punctuating words that don't make sense. His pursed mouth and the stubble along his jaw. You're saying I haven't received my results yet, but the FBI has? How did you know I'm adopted?